Welcome back to Hampton Roads Business Weekly. I'm Cheryl Tan with the one thing entrepreneurs do that lead to their success. 8 years or so ago, the cookie industry, very different than what it is today. Gluten-free was a fairly new concept. And that's the world that Dr. Lucy Gibney stepped into in 2007. She is the founder and CEO of Dr. Lucy's Cookies. So take us back 8 years.
Well, I started the business with my husband to meet a family need. Our son has severe food allergies, and at that time there was very little on the market to meet our needs. Now there's lots. Another concern at that time was food safety. Were the items that didn't contain the ingredients made in safe environments? That's also changed, and I think we've been part of that. We set out 8 years ago to make a very safe, food allergy friendly product that tastes great, and I think we've done it. We'll have to ask some of our fans.
Definitely. Well, you do have many fans who vouch for your product. How have you grown over the last 8 years?
Well, for the most part, we've grown really fast, and that's because the industry segment for gluten-free and food allergy friendly really started about the time that we started. That was very good timing on our part.
People may have missed it when I said it, but you're a doctor, and you started as a doctor, a practicing doctor, and then you switched to being an entrepreneur.
Yes, so I'm an emergency physician, was doing that as this business idea started, and because of the big growth and really the surprising complexity and big demands of starting a business, I transitioned fully to this.
What are some of the challenges that you face in the food industry, and then in a food industry that is blooming, and then you're also growing at the same time? So I mean, how do you handle those challenges?
Well, I would say it's sort of blessing and curse that our market segment has grown so quickly. It really forces you to grow quickly with it, and sometimes your need to supply that demand exceeds cash. So at times over the history of the business, we've dealt with that, where if we'd grown slower, we might have been able to self-fund, we might not have had as many challenges with cash. Thankfully, we've been able to solve those over time, and specifically about 4 years ago, we began to partner with a private equity firm, LaSalle Capital, and they've been a great partner for us, both in terms of making finances available, but also other business expertise.
So partnerships, in your opinion, have worked to help grow your business and make it sustainable?
Absolutely. I remember starting in the business and hearing salespeople talk about partnerships, and I remember puzzling about that, but in reality, all of our suppliers whose salespeople come to us are our partners. Sometimes when we're sourcing new equipment, these folks will come and work in our factory for a week, helping us figure out what's the right piece of equipment for us. They'll come help us install it and be efficient with that. So we have banking partners, we have ingredient suppliers, equipment suppliers, lawyers. We have quite the array of lawyers. I think everybody does these days on whatever the specialty issue, whether it's intellectual property or making sure that we're the right kind of employer and doing our human resources correctly. And many of those partners are right here in our community, and I definitely would say we couldn't have done it without them.
Finally, although you talked about partnerships, but what do you think is the one thing that led to your success, the success of Dr. Lucy's Cookies?
I think, it's probably a little bit of a vague answer and probably true to most growing and small businesses. It's patience and perseverance. It's definitely been a hard road, and it requires taking a deep breath multiple times a day and just forging ahead. And I think people sometimes aren't quite aware of just how tough it might be.
At least we're learning that there is a network out here in Hampton Roads to sort of help you over that hump.
Absolutely, and I've seen that expand more and more. I think it's happening right here around us.
Definitely. Dr. Lucy Gibney, thanks for your time.
Thank you.